Imagine for a moment that you are carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a past regret, a missed opportunity, or a painful memory that you've held on to over the years. Now think about how this weight slows you down, saps your energy, and keeps you from moving forward with the speed and confidence you desire. The truth is, many of us carry this emotional weight with us every day, unaware of just how much it affects our present and our future. The good news is that you have the power to set this burden down, to free yourself from the emotional ties that bind you to the past, and to create a life that is not dictated by old wounds, but inspired by new possibilities. Today, we're going to explore the steps you can take to release this weight, to forgive yourself and others, and to transform your past from a source of pain into a source of wisdom and strength. Remember, your past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The moment you choose to let go of the emotional anchors holding you back, you open the door to a future filled with limitless potential and true personal freedom. Forgiveness is an act of personal liberation that allows us to heal and move forward. Forgiveness is not a gift for others, it is a gift for yourself. Forgiving yourself is an act of self-love that enables you to grow and evolve. Hello and welcome as we delve into a deeply transformative and essential topic for your personal success, the power of forgiveness and its impact on your mental peace. If you've ever felt that anger and guilt are holding you back, this episode is for you. We'll discover how forgiveness can liberate you and enable you to live a full and present life. Mental peace is one of humanity's greatest goals, and the biggest obstacle to achieving it is anger and guilt directed toward others. These negative emotions not only rob us of tranquility, but also prevent us from moving forward and achieving our goals. Forgiveness is the key to eliminating these negative feelings and unlocking our potential. In this episode, we will explore 4 critical areas where you need to practice forgiveness to transform your life. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It requires courage and a deep understanding of ourselves and others. Through forgiveness, we not only release those who have hurt us, but also free ourselves from the burden of resentment and bitterness. This act of liberation allows us to live in the present, free from the ties of the past. Join me on this journey to mental peace and discover how forgiveness can transform your life. The goal of all people is to have mental peace. It frees us from the weight of the past and lets us face obstacles in the present and the future with clarity and determination. But anger and guilt toward other people are one of the biggest things that gets in the way of emotional peace. These bad feelings can take over our lives and make it hard to reach our goals, be healthy, and have good relationships. Forgiving is the key to getting rid of these bad feelings. It's not about making people who have hurt us right for what they did, but about getting rid of the weight of anger in our hearts. Giving up the pain and suffering that other people have caused us is an act of personal freedom called forgiveness. We give ourselves this gift so that we can heal and move on. For many people, forgiving may seem like an impossible task. We hold on to anger and pain because we think it will protect us or make our suffering seem normal. We shouldn't hold on to these feelings, though, because they only hurt us. It keeps us stuck in a loop of bad feelings that stops us from getting better and reaching our full potential. Let's explore how forgiveness can transform your life. Forgiveness has a significant impact on mental health. Studies have shown that people who practice forgiveness have lower levels of anxiety, depression, and stress. By letting go of resentment and bitterness, we free our minds from negative thoughts and allow peace and serenity to enter our lives. Forgiveness also improves our relationships. When we forgive those who have wronged us, we break down the emotional barriers that prevent us from genuinely connecting with others. This not only strengthens our existing relationships, but also allows us to form new connections based on mutual trust and respect. The act of forgiveness also has a positive impact on our self-esteem. By freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment, we give ourselves permission to value ourselves and recognize our intrinsic worth. This empowers us to make healthier decisions and live according to our values and principles. Finally, forgiveness is essential for achieving personal success. By letting go of the past and freeing ourselves from negative emotions, we can focus our energies on our goals and aspirations. We become more capable of facing challenges with a positive and proactive attitude. Remember that forgiving someone is not a one-time thing, but a process that goes on over time. During our lives, we might have to forgive the same person more than once. When bad feelings or painful memories come back, we need to remember our choice to forgive and say it again. Here are some useful ways to start the process of forgiving others. Take some time to think about the people who have hurt you and how you feel about them. Accept your feelings without judging them. The first thing you need to do to forgive is this: Second, forgiving someone does not mean you have to deny or downplay their pain. Accept how you feel and give yourself time to work through those feelings. You can't start to get rid of your pain until you accept it. Third, try to see things from the other person's point of view. What might have caused them to act the way they did? This doesn't mean their acts are okay, but it can help you understand and feel sorry for them. Or fourth, a powerful technique is to write a forgiveness letter. Describe what was done to you, how it made you feel, and why you have decided to forgive them. There's no need to send the letter. The act of writing it can be sufficient for release. Fifth, whenever you think of the person who hurt you, repeat in your mind, "I forgive you and wish you the best." Over time, you will see how negative emotions diminish. Forgiveness is a personal and unique journey for each individual. It requires time, patience, and practice, but the benefits are immense. By learning to forgive, we free ourselves from the past and open ourselves to a future full of peace, love, and opportunities. Let's talk about forgiving your parents, which is one of the most important and hard things to do when you need to forgive someone. Our ties with our parents are bound to be complicated. They are the first people we associate with, so it makes sense that they have a big impact on our emotional and mental growth. Sometimes it's hard to forgive our parents, but it's important for our mental health and growth. We pick up on our parents' events and behaviors from a very young age. Their words and deeds have both good and bad effects on us. As we get older, it's normal to see our mistakes and feel angry about them. These grudges can weigh us down emotionally for a long time after we grow up. Forgiving our parents doesn't mean we don't feel the pain they caused us or don't see their mistakes. Instead, it's about getting rid of the anger and bitterness that's bad for our mental and emotional health. Moving on and living a better, happier life is possible because of this act of personal freedom. The first and most crucial step is to recognize that our parents are human, and like all of us, they make mistakes. No one receives a perfect manual for parenting, and most parents do their best with the tools and knowledge they have. Understanding this can be the first step toward forgiveness. Forgiving your parents can have a transformative impact on your life. First, it frees you from the past. Letting go of resentment allows you to live in the present and look to the future with hope and optimism. Second, it improves your emotional health. Studies show that forgiveness reduces stress and anxiety, thereby enhancing your overall well-being. Additionally, forgiving your parents can improve your current relationships. By letting go of resentment, you can develop greater empathy and understanding, strengthening your connections with others. Finally, it enables you to be a better parent if you choose to have children, breaking the cycle of resentment and fostering an environment you have standing. How do you ask your parents to forgive you now? First, take some time to think about the bad things that happened to you as a child. Write down exactly what hurt you and how it made you feel. This process of thinking about yourself is very important for forgiving. To add to that, it's okay to feel different feelings like sadness and anger. Allow yourself to feel these emotions without blaming yourself. Recognizing your pain is a key part of getting better. Third, try to understand things from your parents' point of view. How were things going for them? What were the limits of their power? Understanding the problems they're facing can help you feel respect for them. Fourth, do what you can to talk to your parents about how you feel. The point is not to point fingers, but to say how you feel. It might feel good to have this talk because it might lead to a more honest and understanding connection. Fifth, you could write them a letter if you can't talk to them directly or if it feels too hard. Describe how you feel and why you want to forgive them. You don't have to send the letter, just writing it can help you feel better. Sixth, say this phrase to yourself whenever you feel bad about your parents. I forgive you and wish you the best. This habit can lessen the strength of your bad feelings over time. Do not forget that forgiveness is for you. You need to forgive yourself, not your parents. Loving yourself enough to do this sets you free from the chains of the past. You can't change what took place, but you can change how it makes you feel. When you forgive your parents, you open the door to a more free and full life. Now reflect on your own feelings toward your parents. Is there anything you have yet to forgive them for? Imagine how liberating it would be to let go of those resentments. This is the time to take that brave step towards emotional release and mental peace. It's time to address another critical area of forgiveness, forgiving your past partners. Romantic relationships can be one of the deepest sources of joy and pain in our lives. When a relationship doesn't work out, the emotional scars can last for years, affecting our self-esteem and our ability to form new, healthy relationships. However, learning to forgive our past partners is essential for our mental peace and personal growth. Intimate relationships often expose us to vulnerability. We share our dreams, fears, and hopes with another person, and when these relationships fail, the emotional impact can be devastating. It's common to feel resentment, anger, or even hatred toward an ex-partner. These emotions, if not managed properly, can become a burden that we carry into our future relationships and daily lives. Forgiveness is a liberating process that allows us to let go of the past and heal our emotional wounds. Forgiving your past partners doesn't mean you have to forget what happened or accept inappropriate behavior. Instead, it's about letting go of the anger and bad feelings you still have. You can move on with a lighter mind and heart after forgiving someone. This is important for your emotional and mental health. Forgiving your ex-partners can make a big difference in your life for the better. For starters, it helps you feel better mentally. When you let go of anger, you can close off painful chapters and start new relationships and situations with a clean heart. Second, it makes you feel better about yourself. You give yourself power and reaffirm your worth and respect when you recognize and let go of past pain. Last but not least, forgiving lets you live in the present. It takes the weight off your mind from the past so you can focus on making the present more positive and healthy. So, how do you forgive people who've broken up with you? Realizing your pain is the first thing you need to do to forgive an ex-partner. Don't downplay or ignore how you feel. Let yourself feel and work through the feelings that come up because of that connection. Second, both people in a relationship are responsible for some things. Think about what you did and how you felt during the relationship. This doesn't mean you should blame yourself. It just means you should own up to your part in what happened. Realizing this can free you up and help you understand how the connection works better. Third, try to see the relationship from a broader perspective. What lessons did you learn? How have you grown as a person from that experience? Changing your perspective can help you find a sense of purpose and personal growth amid the pain. Fourth, as we've seen, a powerful tool for releasing resentment is to write a forgiveness letter to your ex-partner. In this letter, express your feelings and your desire to forgive. It's not necessary to send the letter. Just the act of writing it can be enough to free you emotionally. Fifth, whenever you think of your ex-partner and feel negative emotions, repeat in your mind, "I forgive you and wish you the best." Over time, this practice will reduce the intensity of your negative feelings and help you achieve peace. Sixth, finally, once you've processed your emotions and expressed your forgiveness, focus on the present and the things you can control. Practice gratitude for the lessons learned and the personal growth you've gained. Remember, forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is not a gift for your ex-partner, it is a gift for yourself. It is an act of self-love that allows you to free yourself from the emotional chains of the past. You cannot change what happened, but you can change how it affects you. By forgiving your ex-partners, you give yourself the opportunity to live a freer and fuller life. Think about the people you've dated in the past. Do you still need to forgive an ex-partner? Think about how freeing it would be to let go of your grudges and be ready for new chances with a clean heart. Now is the time to be brave and take that first step toward mental and emotional freedom. The process of forgiving someone takes time, patience, and practice, but the benefits are huge. It will help you heal old scars and make the future better and healthier. We've talked about how forgiving our parents and ex-partners can help us live a better, happier life. Now it's time to talk about another important part of forgiveness, forgiving everyone else. This group includes friends, coworkers, bosses, acquaintances, and anyone else who has made your life hard or painful. To keep your mind at ease and your emotions healthy, you need to forgive these people. We will always have problems and betrayals from different people in different areas of our lives. It could be something as small as a hurtful word or something very big like a major betrayal. However, all these experiences can leave emotional scars that prevent us from moving forward and living fully. Forgiveness is an act of personal liberation. It is not about justifying or minimizing the actions of those who have hurt us, but about freeing our hearts from resentment and bitterness. Holding on to these negative feelings only harms us and prevents us from reaching our true potential. By forgiving others, we allow ourselves to let go of the past and open ourselves to new opportunities with a clear mind and heart. Forgiving those who have caused us pain has multiple benefits. When we forgive others, we break down the emotional barriers that prevent us from genuinely connecting with them. This not only strengthens our existing relationships, but also allows us to form new connections based on mutual trust and respect. Forgiveness allows us to live in the present. It frees us from the emotional weight of the past, enabling us to focus on the here and now and build a more positive and healthy future. Now, how do we forgive other people? Recognizing your feelings is the first thing you need to do to forgive others. Don't downplay or ignore how you feel. Let yourself feel and work through the feelings you have about each person who has hurt you. Know that everyone makes mistakes and that people act based on their own faults and hurts. Accepting that other people are human can help you show empathy and kindness. Think about the problem in a bigger picture way. What are some things you can learn from this? In what ways have these events made you a better person? Changing how you look at things can help you find meaning and growth in the midst of the pain. Say this to yourself over and over when you feel bad about the person who hurt you. I forgive you and wish you the best. Over time, this practice will make your bad feelings less strong and help you find peace. Writing a letter of forgiveness could help you get your thoughts out if you need to. Tell them what they did to you, how it made you feel, and why you've chosen to forgive them. Finally, once you have processed your emotions and expressed your forgiveness, focus on the present and the things you can control. Practice gratitude for the lessons learned and the personal growth opportunities you have gained. Remember, forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is not a gift for others, it is a gift for yourself. It is an act of love that allows you to free yourself from the emotional chains of the past. You can't change what happened, but you can change how it affects you. By forgiving others, you give yourself the opportunity to live a freer and fuller life. Reflect on your own experiences and relationships. Are there people in your life you have not yet forgiven? Now is the time to take that brave step toward emotional liberation and peace. Forgiveness is an ongoing process that requires time, patience, and practice, but the benefits are immense. It will not only help you heal your past wounds, but also build a brighter and healthier future. Now we'll talk about one of the most important and often hardest parts of forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself is a key part of living a full and happy life and is important for your emotional and mental health. We all do bad things. People have said or done things they wish they hadn't. It's a normal part of being human. We are, however, often tougher on ourselves than on other people. Too often, we hold on to guilt, shame, and self-blame, which can make it hard to move forward. To love yourself, you have to forgive yourself. Know that you are human, and like everyone else, you make mistakes. When you forgive yourself, you let go of the mental weight of the past and make room for growth and change. Forgiving someone doesn't mean forgetting about their mistakes. It means understanding that you are a person who is always learning and growing. It's clear that accepting yourself is good for you. Feelings of guilt and shame can make you tired and hurt your physical and mental health. You can feel more at peace and healthy inside if you let go of these thoughts. You reaffirm your worth and honor when you admit your mistakes and forgive yourself. In this way, you allow yourself to be normal and learn from your mistakes. Last but not least, forgiving yourself lets you live in the moment. It takes the weight off your mind of the past and lets you focus on the present, making the future better and healthier. Now, how do you forgive yourself? The first step to forgiving yourself is to acknowledge your mistakes. Don't minimize what you did or ignore it. Allow yourself to feel and process the emotions associated with your actions. Understand that making mistakes is part of being human. Accept that you did the best you could with the knowledge and tools you had at the time. This recognition can be liberating and help you develop compassion toward yourself. Try to view your mistakes from a broader perspective. What lessons have you learned? How have you grown as a person from those experiences? Changing your perspective can help you find a sense of purpose and personal growth amid the pain. Every time you think about your mistakes and feel negative emotions, repeat to yourself, I forgive myself for every mistake I made. I am a good person and have a great future ahead. Over time, this practice will reduce the intensity of your negative feelings and help you achieve inner peace. Finally, pay attention to the moment and the things you can manage after you've dealt with your feelings and forgiven. Be thankful for the lessons you've learned and the chances you've had to grow as a person. Do not forget that forgiveness is for you. It's not a gift for the past to forgive yourself, it's a gift for the present and ahead. When you do this for yourself out of love, you can break free from the mental chains of the past. You can't change what took place, but you can change how it makes you feel. When you forgive yourself, you open the door to a more free and full life. Think about the mistakes and failures you've made. Is there something you still don't forgive yourself for? Just think about how freeing it would be to let go of your grief and shame and be ready for new things with a clean heart. Now is the time to be brave and take that first step toward mental and emotional freedom. Forgiving yourself is a process that never ends and takes time, patience, and practice, but the benefits are huge. It will help you heal old scars and make the future better and healthier. We have reached the end of this profound journey into the power of forgiveness and its impact on our mental peace and emotional well-being. Throughout this episode, we explored how forgiveness can transform your life in various areas, from forgiving your parents, past partners, and others, to the most essential forgiveness of all, forgiving yourself. Each step in this process is an act of self-love and liberation that enables you to live a fuller and happier life. Remember, forgiveness is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. You may need time, patience, and practice to achieve it, but the benefits are immense. By freeing your heart from resentment and bitterness, you open yourself to new opportunities and experiences with a clear mind and heart. This journey is not easy, but it is deeply rewarding and essential for your personal growth and success. When you forgive someone, you can heal your emotional scars, improve your physical and mental health, make your relationships stronger, and most importantly, live in the present with a positive view of the future. When you forgive, you not only help the people around you, but you also break free from the chains of the past. This lets you move on with more focus and purpose. Take a moment to think about what you've learned today before we say goodbye. Do you need to forgive someone? What can you do right now to start the process of freeing your emotions? Think about these questions for a moment and make a promise to take those steps toward healing and peace of mind. If this episode has resonated with you and provided value, I encourage you to leave a comment with your thoughts and experiences. Additionally, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future episodes full of inspiring and practical content. Don't forget to follow us on social media for more content to support you on your path to personal success. We regularly share tips, reflections, and resources to assist you on your journey. Until next time. And remember, every step you take toward forgiveness is a step toward your freedom and happiness. Finally, I want you to think about the power that is inside you as this talk comes to a close. The ability to pick, the power to let go, the ability to write a new story for your life without the pain of the past weighing you down. Remember that your past doesn't make you who you are. It only tells you about yourself. It gives you lessons, insights, and events that can either hold you steady or move you forward. You can make your choice. Once you decide to break free from the emotional chains of the past, you not only free your mind and heart, but you also open the door to a future full of endless possibilities. In order to live a life of peace, happiness, and unwavering confidence, you must first learn to accept and then let go. Accept the present moment as the place where you can change, grow, and become the person you were always meant to be. You have control over the next part of your journey. It starts when you decide to let go of things that don't serve you anymore and take a bold step into the future you deserve.